Greetings and salutations, PlayStoners!
Now then, how are we all doing?
Right then, this is the first actual look at this month at June's PS Plus games.
Yeah, they came out Tuesday, yeah, so we haven't had a long time of gets teeth sunk in one, but...
I think we've had long enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to do Gone Home on the PS4 and Echochrome on the PS3 today.
Yep.
We're saving NBA to give you all a chance to play it for the Stop Upsets tournament on the 14th of June.
Yep, and then we'll be reviewing it on the Thursday.
Yeah, so you've got up until the 13th to find Stop Upsets on Facebook and sign up to that event.
Yeah. And
then message the page with your PS4 username. But yeah, starting off with Gone Home.
Gone Home.
We had our initial look last week where it says it was really hard to see what this game was about because all the reviews were intentionally vague.
Yeah.
And now we're going to do exactly the same
thing, yeah.
We did consider going into spoilers and stuff, but going into spoilers literally does spoil the game.
Yeah.
Not just like in terms of the story, which is brilliant, but in terms of how the game unfolds and the story unfolds.
Yeah.
I mean, to start with, graphically, it's quite beautiful.
Yeah.
It's very atmospheric.
Yeah. Right. It's basically you spend the whole game walking around the home, and it just feels like a home.
It feels like a family house.
Yeah.
The story is brilliant and it unfolds at a pace that you discover. So
yeah.
you know you might find a couple of things straight away, and then that'll give you some things you find will give you like your sister's journal entry.
Yeah.
So you find a couple bits and that gives you a bit more of the story, but it never actually straight out says this is this and this is that.
Yeah.
You get snippets of newspaper or journal entries, and you kind of put it all together. There's no way to put it together in the game.
Yeah.
You just have to kind of in your own head and build the story yourself.
I mean, I think I'm like half hour into it, and I messaged you, I was like, I'm not clue what the game is, and aim of the game is here.
Yeah, I'm just opening drawers at now. I'm like, just stick with it. You'll be fine. It'll unlock. I mean, yeah, it starts with basically you've placed this lass who went to Europe for a year.
Yeah.
And the game starts with a voicemail, an answer machine message that you left for your mum.
Yeah.
Say, I'll land, it's a late flight, or I don't want until midnight, you don't need to come pick me up seriously.
Yeah.
And then the game starts with it outside the front door of the house.
Yeah.
And it's the fact, and yeah, it's a house, your family moved there recently, you've been away in Europe for a year, so you've never been in the house before, so you don't know your way around it or anything.
Yeah.
Even though it's your family home, you've never been in there.
Yeah.
And that's, yeah, you discovered items and little letters and stuff like that, and then they'll unlock like voice journal entries. Yeah. Which kind of piece the story together. And that's from your sister. That's pretty much all we can say.
Yeah.
Without spoiling the story, other than you are walking around waiting for the big scares.
Yeah.
You do get quite
very
immersed
atmospheric.
in it.
I mean, like when you go down in cellar for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the attic.
Yeah.
What's in the attic?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this took me. I played this for about 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
And I completed it. There is no way to die in it. There's no health. There's no timer. There's no. So it's kind of went through one sitting, 2.5 hours, and I completed it.
Yeah.
Really, really enjoyed it. It felt original.
Yeah.
It felt quite different. I don't think I played out quite like it.
Yeah, I'm saying. I mean, it really sucked me in.
Yeah, I suppose you could compare it somewhat to the PT demo,
which I've never played. So.
I've got that. You'll have to play it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite similar in style to the PT demo, but it took me 2.5 hours to complete it. I then went and looked at the trophy list.
Yeah.
And there was a trophy for completing it in under a minute.
Yeah.
Which I did in 54 seconds, I think, or 54.5 seconds. But don't let that put you off. This isn't like Loco Roco that can be done in 3 minutes. You can do it. I completed it in 54 seconds, but only because I completed it fully and I knew what were what and what were where.
And what you're supposed to do and what the end goal is.
Yeah.
The only way to do it is YouTube
video it, in which case you're just going to ruin the game for yourself. Yeah. Do the 2.5 hour sit through. I mean, you can save through it and stuff, so you don't have to do it in one sitting. But complete it first. And then it's quite different and nice. It took me about 40-45 minutes to get it down under a minute.
Yeah.
One point I got it at 57 seconds 3 times and the trophy didn't pop. And it definitely says under a minute. But, yeah, I did it in 54 and got it. So that normally I'd complain about that, but I quite enjoyed it. It was like, I've just done 2.5 hours on this. I could do it in under a minute. I realised 45 minutes had gone to me trying to do it in under a minute. You know.
Thing is with trophies though, you go on them and majority of them are hidden. So it's going to take a lot of exploring.
It's going to take a lot of exploring to get through it.
Yeah.
I thought I got everything as I'd gone through.
Yeah.
So I was quite meticulous now through, but there's apparently not. There's loads I've missed.
Yeah.
It said get all 23 journal entries. I didn't know how many I've got. I didn't check.
Yeah.
But I thought I'd got them all. But yeah, one of the trophies is to get all 23 journal entries in under 10 minutes.
Right.
So again, that's going to be a case of going around and finding them all, making sure you've got all 23,
and then knowing where they are,
and then speed running it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think quite a few trophies that'll keep you going back.
Yeah.
The first person really immerses you. So I really enjoyed it. It's 2.5 hours I spent completing it, and I didn't really notice.
No.
Just I wanted to know what were happening, what's going on.
It was the same with me when it popped up 2.5 hours. I thought I'd been playing it 40 minutes. It was.
Yeah. But yeah, just one of those where it's just kind of every little bit of paper you want to read because it might polish that little clue off or give this little bit. Some of the puzzles as well.
Like the cassettes you find, it's like there might be something on this cassette and it's like, it's music. It's not actually bad music.
Yeah, it's like that. There's some like we both got the trophy for guessing the safe combination.
Yeah.
I haven't actually found anywhere that tells you the safe combination
apart from yet.
Well, I assume is the way that we both figured the puzzle out the same way. We're both playing completely separately. We only found out this morning we're both in it the same way. But yeah, we both take the same approach of solving the safe.
Yeah.
We got the combination. We got the truth. Like, get the show for guessing the combination of the safe. Not found anywhere that goes, this is the safe combination.
No, it's one of them I'm going to go back to and explore every tiny little thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did get lost for a little bit in the basement.
Yeah.
But I think there was one little bit I was missing, then it kind of unlocked again and I was off. It was in the basement, took me like 3 or 4 sweeps round it, but then there's probably still stuff I've missed in there.
One thing I liked is, as well as little cultural Easter eggs in there, so I like talking about Street Fighter 2 on the NES and...
Yeah, I spent about 5 minutes picking up SNES games in the wardrobe and seeing what were, and I don't think I recognised any.
Yeah, and the X-Files I Want to Believe poster.
Yeah, sure, bitch, love that little touch.
Yeah.
I like that. But yeah, there's quite a few cultural references in there. It just felt... Your sister's journal entries felt like it was a diary written by a proper teenager.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like they've made this game and put this story to it. It feels like the game developer's stolen his sister's diary or found his sister's diary from 10 years ago.
Yeah, and wrote a game to it.
Made a game around it.
Yeah.
Because it does feel like a real person.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've looked a little bit online for the hidden trophies, and one of them, I will give you this tip, one of them involves finding a secret purple basketball in the garage.
Right.
And then taking it and putting it somewhere else.
Okay.
Right, so there is that kind of, it does move quite laterally at times. But yeah, I thought this were an amazing game.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Definite plus this month.
Yeah, definite plus for me as well, without a doubt.
Yeah. Alright, moving on to PS3 then. That hasn't had a good couple of months of it, has it?
No. I'm struggling to think if we had a good game for PS3 yet, since we've been doing this.
I don't think we have we?
No. And judging by your first note here, that thing's continuing.
Yeah, on PS3.
His first note, always put his no, just no, makes my head hurt.
Yeah. This is Echochrome on PS3, and just no.
Yeah. It's not for me either, to be honest.
It's a puzzle game, but I've got to put it's an extreme puzzle game.
Yeah.
Lateral thinking is a necessity on it, and while I do enjoy the good lateral puzzle every now and again, this is just not enjoyable. I didn't like this at all.
It's one of them, you've really got to be in the mood for it.
Yeah, and even then I think that mood will be quickly destroyed by it.
I don't think it'd be a struggle to play for more than 5 minutes at a time.
There might be people out there that like it. I just really didn't. Simple controls, really.
Yeah.
You spin round, stick to spin round.
Yeah.
X to run.
X to run, yeah. Triangle to pause.
Triangle to pause, yeah. And all you got to do is get your mannequin across some MS Escher type drawings.
Yeah.
And collect the echoes. Like echoes of a mannequin. If they're on a level, you collect them, you complete the level. But there's no background to it. It's black line drawings on a white background.
Yeah, and that's it.
So there's no depth perception to it or anything, or frame of reference. Like there's one that it's like the 5 laws of perspective, which you run by are if you've got a path that's not connected. If you look at it from a certain angle, it'll look like it is. Therefore, it is connected, and they can walk along it. Or if there's a hole in the path and you spin the level round so a pillar goes in front of that hole, you can't see it. It's not there. And your guy will walk straight past. It's right, but then you fall down the hole. But if you line it up so they look like they're side by side, you line it up so it looks like they're underneath each other. They'll fall down and carry on. But I was struck out lining it up so it's underneath it, but I kept falling like a millimetre to the side.
I was saying.
And I couldn't get the perspective right on it. I mean, you can spin 3-dimensionally around it. It just got really known because there's no background, there's no frame of reference on it. It's so difficult to get, and it's unforgiving if you're a millimetre off. You're dead.
I think the one thing I would use this game for is just have music on it background. I wouldn't play it, just sit there with music.
I mean it's really relaxing classical music. In background, I really enjoyed the soundtrack. Apart from silly knickers just going, oh no. Oh no.
Every time you fall down a hole or off a ledge, oh no.
But then you've got like a level timer. You've got a certain amount of time to complete the level in. I can't tell you what amount of time that is because it's not on screen.
No.
There's no level timer on the screen at all. So I don't understand that bit.
And if you do have the patience to stick with it, you can create your own levels.
You can use a level creator in there, which I don't know, I'm trying to figure out the levels, I'm going to try and make one. I think this is a game for architects. Fucking amateur.
Alright.
Absolute amateur.
There we go.
You know what, I'm not even going to edit that out.
No.
So I'm kind of fucking level professionals I have to work with.
I usually don't turn it off because the only other person that phones me is sat beside of me, so...
But yeah, you've got a level creator and you can post your creations online.
Keep talking, I'm just putting it on silent now.
No, you're reading your fucking text messages.
No, I'm not, because it would have called.
But no, you can post your creations online and you can also play with people's if you're that way inclined. We worked out from what we could gather, there's 57 levels in the game. And then whatever people have made and stuff as well, so there's a lot there to play. You get 57 in-game levels then.
I mean, there is that set of 57 and I think it says there's freeform as well.
Which I think that loads up other people's
other people's creations, so it could possibly be endless way loading other people's creations on.
I just don't see why you'd want to. So you're going to be... it might be best for playing in company. I mean, I tried it and I wasn't interested. And then you came on, you were trying it today, and I was like, I'm writing up the notes for Excelsior and stuff, and I kept looking up and going, well, perhaps you move that there, and will that put that in?
Have someone else from a different perspective.
That might help solve it, but even then, I mean, it lost its appeal really quickly for me. And it is, as I mentioned on the initial review last week, that this used to be on one of the arcade machines in the bowling alley on PS4. It's the exact same game used to be on there.
It's definitely that then,
it's definitely not as big as it is. I think there are only like 10 levels on that, or maybe 5 levels on that, whereas this one there's quite a lot. But it is that game, and I didn't enjoy it then. I don't enjoy it now.
No, I didn't either, to be honest.
So it might be one for you, but I'm not. This is a minus for me.
It's a minus for me as well. Like, please, Siren Blood Curse, break the streak.
We've not had a good PS3 game yet.
I'm going to be going home and playing Siren Blood Curse tonight, I think.
I've got the 12 episodic content on that to play. And then of course we've got the big AAA next week. In NBA 2K16.
And the big tournament.
And the big tournament as well. So head over to stoffelpresents.wix.com/home. You'll find all our Twitch, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube links all there. The all important Patreon one.
And this week the all important Facebook one to get to our Facebook page to sign up for the NBA tournament.
You've got till the 12 o'clock noon on the 13th to sign up for the Stoffel Presents tournament on the 14th of June. And
it's actually 15th because it's Wednesday.
Is it 15th?
Because my birthday's Sunday 12th.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
I'll put it down as the 14th of June. It's down as the 14th of June.
Is it?
Yeah,
Oh, we're doing it on Tuesday night?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
down as the 14th of June.
Alright,
Come alongside to that, and then just message the Facebook page or doppelpresents@gmail.com with your PS4 username, and we'll pop you straight into the hat to be drawn on Tuesday.
Yep.
Yeah, and we'll just ping you a quick PSM message telling you who you're playing.
Yep.
And then ping it back with the result. But yeah, that should be a good fun, good laugh, meet new people, fellow like-minded place owners.
Yep.
So we look forward to hearing from them, and of course, you guys got the chance of getting going against one of us too.
Yep. Which is pretty much if you get me as a buy. If you've been watching our Twitch streams, you'll know that.
Pretty much same here. Remember, yeah. I'm not going to go into it because we're reviewing it next week, but
yeah.
I'm not very good at it. So, until next time, place owners, take care.
See you later.